Well, thank you for watching this video. My name's Nick Lucas, Director of Osteoprofessional, which is a division of Health Professionals CPD. And I'm pleased in this video to be able to present you a sneak peek at the brand new website that we've been developing over quite a few months. Now, we started kind of almost mid last year, and we're in the process of putting the final touches on this and then transferring everyone who's a member across to this new website. But it's ready enough for me to produce this video for you and just give you a quick tour of what's going on so that you can see how busy we've been making everything that little bit better for you. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and log into the website here. This is the new login page. You'll be sent all the details of this when you get your membership. And we'll just log in here. You'll notice that there's a remember me function now on this, so that when you tick that, I won't tick it now because it will. I don't want it to remember me, but you'll be able to tick this and it'll make logging into the site much easier for you. So click login and we'll get inside. Now the first thing you'll notice when you get in is that you will land on a tab called My Courses. And it's on this tab that you will see the courses that you actually have access to. So everything that appears on here, you actually have access to as part of your membership or any particular courses that you've purchased as part of Osteoprofessional. I'll just run you through the tabs across the top. You'll also see that there is a tab called My Record, which is I'll show you in a moment, and that is a record of any of the quizzes and certificates that you've completed. You'll see here there's a tab called Live Training, and that's where we're going to be doing some live video training. Here you'll actually see Course Index. Now, there's a whole lot of courses that we have that aren't necessarily part of your membership. However, you may be very interested in browsing through these particular courses and purchasing them as standalone small modules. So you'll be able to search those. Under resources, we'll just have a range of useful things for you, and then of course we're also got our support page. Now in relation to support, you'll also notice a new feature that we've introduced on this website, and that is, you can see over here there is a little tab on the side called support, and that is on every single page, so that you are just one click away from being able to report any problems that you're having accessing anything on the site. We're really keen to make sure that you have a flawless experience with us, and this is part of what we're doing to help ensure that that happens. Over on the right hand side here, you'll see your information, and if you've had a photo that you've uploaded, then that will appear here. Also, if you've included your Facebook or LinkedIn profiles, people will be able to find you and link to you from here. And this is a progress bar just below here, and it will tell you how many of the courses that you have access to that you've actually completed. So at the moment it's saying that I have access to 15 courses, and at the moment I have completed 0 of them. So this is just a nice reminder when you log in about how many courses you've completed and whether or not you need to watch a few and participate in a few to get your hours up. Down on the right hand side we have our Facebook page, and that means you'll be able to see any updates that we put out on Facebook, because we're going to be increasingly using that resource. And then down below that is all the latest blog posts that appear on the Osteoprofessional blog. So that's the basic layout of the site. You'll also notice at the top here that you can access your actual membership details from here. So you can edit your profile, and you can also log out from this section up the top. So let's actually click on a course. If I click on this musculoskeletal medicine folder, it will load all of the courses that you currently have access to. Now this is going to become an increasingly big list, so we are actually looking at other ways to display these to make them more visually appealing to look at. But at the moment it's a big list like this, and you'll find that it's with this amount of courses, it's actually fine to navigate yourself around. So if I click on the actual module here called, we'll do the first one, acupuncture and dry needling, and that was with Dr. Ma. If I click on this, you'll see that we'll open up the actual module itself, and here you'll see introductory text relating to the module, and the actual video is here, and you can actually share this information with other people in your network to share that you're actually completing this type of module. And underneath we are then going to have a comment section where you'll be able to add any comments or questions before or after or even during watching the module. On the left-hand side here, we have course resources. So if there are any resources associated with this course, such as the course notes, a PDF document, or an MP3, these will actually appear in this section here. And of course, also, this is where you'll click to open the quiz. And I'm sure you'll agree that this is a much more obvious thing than the quiz on the old membership site, which was a bit more difficult to find. So if we come down, you'll see that I just click on the video to watch it. It opens up in a light box, and you'll see that the video pretty much starts playing. And once you've finished watching the video, you can then go ahead.
The webinar will begin shortly.
Do the quiz.
Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now started.
So we've all seen that. We don't need to do that. We can close this down. And I've finished watching it, so now I'm going to click to open the quiz. And you'll notice that it opens up in a separate tab. And here is the quiz. Again, looks a bit better and much more straightforward, I think, than in the previous membership site. We've done a lot of work to make this as easy as possible. Now, if I go through and I click on the answers here, we do have a minimum pass mark. It's usually 75% or 80%. And if I go through and click on this, down the bottom of the quiz, you'll see the sign there to submit your answers. And if I click on that, it will then let me know how I've done. And I haven't done very well at all on this quiz. It tells me that my score was 0 correct out of 5. And show percentage means that we are still actually making the code behind this happen to actually show what your percentage would be. And it tells you here what you've actually done. So it highlights the correct answer in green, and then it tells you what your answer was and indicates with red if the answer was incorrect. So this way you can immediately see how you went in the quiz. You can scroll to the bottom, and basically, because you haven't achieved over the pass mark, you really can't finalize your result. The only option you have is to resit the quiz. So if I come up the top here again, it's just only giving you one option, and that is to resit the quiz. So if I click that button, I'll just go back and have a second chance to do it. So if I actually go through and do the quiz correctly, and then submit my answers, you'll see that it will still give me a review page, but it's telling me I've now got 5 out of 5 correct. And now that would show 100% when we get the maths on that right. And I can still choose to reset the quiz, but now because I have got more than the necessary pass mark, I can now finalize my result. So when I click finalize the result, that will tell me that the module's been completed, that I've successfully completed it, and this is important, your quiz results have been recorded in the My Record page. And you can actually then download the certificate directly from here, or later on, if you need to, you can download it from the My Record page. So if I click download your certificate, we'll just see how this works. There's been a lot of issues getting PDFs to work properly, but we're very pleased to be able to say that we're pretty sure that's all sorted out. It has actually appeared over here on my other window. I'll bring that across. The certificate's actually still incorrect because we just haven't finalized the logos on this yet. But basically you will get your certificate indicating that you have completed the module. And in fact, I anticipate that certificate will be finished tonight, just when we upload all the remaining logos and put them into the right place. So now you can go ahead, after you've got your certificate and saved it, you can close the page. And you just go back here now. Now if I go to My Record, what you'll now see is that the module that I've just completed is now listed in My Record. This was blank before. It tells me the score, and again, if I need to, I can download the certification. And you'll also notice across on the right here that now out of the 15 courses, it says that I have completed 1 of the 15 courses, and I get a little blue bar light up to give me some visual feedback about that. So that's the basic gist of the way the system works. It's actually very simple, and it's very simple because of the extent of the work that we've put in behind the scenes to make it work so seamlessly. You wouldn't believe how much effort you have to put in to make something actually just work seamlessly and with very little friction. And we're really aware that the old system did have confusion points around it, and it was a little difficult to navigate, and That's why we're really pleased with this, that it's actually so easy to use. And it's now just the baseline. Now we've got this in place. There's a lot of other initiatives that we're going to be looking to develop on top of this platform. It's very scalable. There's a lot we can do with it, and very excited about it. So this is just a heads up that this is coming very, very soon. I anticipate to be transferring people across into this system in the next week. We will run a webinar where we'll get people and take you through it all again, and answer any questions you've got, and also talk a bit more about what we've got planned for the coming year. So keep an eye out in your inboxes for that. Thanks for paying attention, and I look forward to doing more of this stuff with you real soon.